Just look at the size of this piece of candy. No wonder I'm having such a hard time opening it. Gah. Hey guys, I had 3 of those yesterday and it took me I don't know how long to open them. Oh my gosh. Why am I wearing my reading glasses? Oh my gosh, I'm in the kitchen and I'm wearing my reading glasses. Well, my hair is cute. How are you? Did you guys see the moon last night? It was amazing, like seriously amazing. Did you catch a glimpse at all or did you watch it on the internet? We were already in bed, but we watched it live on the internet and it was amazing. Not to mention that it's the only one of the year as I understand it. It was a wolf moon, which is the term of the moon in January. Each one has a different name, or each month has a different name. I don't really remember the names of the other months. I can look that up. But January is a wolf moon, and so since January has 31 days in it, sometimes there are 2 moons. And really, when you have 2 moons in 1 month, that is what's called a blue moon. Once in a blue moon because it rarely happens. So January sometimes has 2. I want to say the first full moon was January 2nd. I think we had 2 this month, and so wait, maybe that was last year. So, but then the lunar eclipse happens, rarer than a blue moon, and so I really don't know when the next one is going to be, but if you got a chance to see it, or I'm sure you can still watch it, it was so awesome and beautiful and red, and then none of my friends took a picture of it, like an actual picture. I'm like, hey, if you're up at this time or around, I thought it was going to be 11:30. I think it was around midnight Central Time. I'm not very sure, but we were watching it on the internet around 10:30, and it was going, people were able to take really, really good pictures there. And well, the moon obviously is what inspired my novel, The Howl. And I don't mind telling you it's about werewolves. I don't want to give the entire thing away, but you find that out on page 11 anyway, and so that's not a humongous surprise. And with a title like The Howl, you might have guessed it already. And so, it's about werewolves, and which that is very interesting to me because I never had an interest in writing about werewolves. Never did. I'm a vampire person, I write about vampires, fantasy, sci-fi, all this other stuff, but werewolves, zombies, never had an interest. One morning, I woke up and our neighbors' dogs were barking. Well, that's not uncommon, but I just got this idea in my head, and I'm like, what if I write a short story about a werewolf? Well, this short story turned into a novel that is over 250 pages. So, you guys, I know a lot of people have creative ideas and they're just like, oh, I could never get that going, and I don't know how you do it, and and they're just like, well, but it is hard, but it comes from you, so you can do it. If that's what you want to do, you can do it. I did mention zombies also, and so zombies. I never really had an interest in zombies either, and though I don't think I'll be writing any story about a zombie, I'm actually very surprised at some of these movies that I watch. Zombieland was pretty awesome. Night of the Living Dead, of course. That's like that. I'm sure that was the first zombie movie I've ever seen in my whole life, and I really loved it. And the ending was shocking, especially for the day. If you've never seen the original, you're going, "Oh my God, what are you talking about? Original? What? It's black and white. You guys have got to check it out. It's awesome." And then it sets the scene for like every other zombie movie in the entire existence. I don't know if that was the first one, but and then you guys know I'm gonna bring up The Walking Dead, right? Speaking about zombies, I seriously did not think I would enjoy The Walking Dead just because I don't enjoy zombies. But then it's this whole storyline, like the zombies are pushed to second, really, because it's how the people, the societies who are living, react to the changing world around them, and that is the storyline that I'm like, whoa, this is awesome, and then it's sad, and then it's cool, and then it's sad again, so hey, we just went from opening a piece of candy to talking about zombies, right? Um, I just thought last night, we were watching about the moon, and I'm like, oh, we have got to to talk about this tomorrow. Did you guys see it? Let me know. What do you think? I have always, I don't know if been obsessed is exactly the word, but I have always been very, very interested in the moon. And I took an astronomy class at the college. In fact, I took 2 seasons because the sky looks different in the summer as it does in the winter. And so I wanted to take both semesters to show to be able to see all of the constellations and the stars and just everything and what happens to the sky in the summer and how it looks in the winter and all this stuff. And I had an amazing teacher. As it is, Jason and I are finding out, we are usually the first disabled people. Like if it's a teacher, we're the first disabled people they've taught, or if it's our tattoo artists. At the time, many of them did not have not tattooed anyone disabled. It feels better. So my astronomy teacher, he had to get around the telescopes and everything are just made for people to be able to walk up to them and look at them, and so we had to explore that, and it was very interesting because we went out one night looking at, I think it was Saturn, and so he had his telescope already set up, and it was, we all met for class out there in the field where there's like just infinite sky to see. It was so beautiful. And he and one of my classmates helped me out of my chair and just helped me stand up, and I was able to look into this telescope like everyone else, and it was really awesome. I have been taking pictures of the moon. You can't really take a picture of the stars. I wish you could. But sky and space and all this has been an interest of mine for ever and ever. And when it rains, I like, when it is lightning and stuff, I like to just sit out there and try to get pictures of the lightning, and that's like impossible to do, right? My sister did it, so it's not impossible, but I've never accomplished that, but I enjoy looking at the atmosphere and seeing all that and seeing what constellations I can find. I'm bad about finding constellations now. I have been able to locate Orion's belt, and that's about it. And for taking 2 semesters of astronomy, yeah, that's. But anyway, um, how many of you are interested in space? You can raise your hands. I can't see you anyway. That'd be awesome if technology got to where we could see each other and be like, "Hey, how you doing, so and so? Hi, so and so. Hey, glad to see you again." But how many of you are interested in space? It's just there's so many things about it, so many fascinations, even black holes. I always imagine a black hole is like a portal to another world, and maybe that's gonna be a story of mine someday. But I'm just really, and so stuff like that. Whenever the moon is doing its thing, or even like that solar eclipse last year. When was that? April? Was it April? That was amazing. I tried to take pictures of that, but it turns out you can't take a picture with a regular camera, my phone. And I even thought I was getting really, really inventive. I flipped it around to do a selfie. I went outside and took it like that, but it didn't turn out like I thought it was. But it was a pretty day, and so solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, all that stuff is so awesome, and I just can't. The moon was so pretty last night. Oh boy. Now, I don't know. I guess that was what I wanted to ask you today. If you guys have any pictures, you could, if you want to post them, I don't know. I always say crooked, don't I? I try to. Anyway, but I even get into some of the things like Sailor Moon, the anime Sailor Moon. I have enjoyed that anime since it came out in the 90s. My sister watched it first, and at first you're like, videos, your little sister, I gotta watch cartoons with my sister. Oh my goodness. But I turned out really liking it, and then I bought the mangas, and then the second edition mangas came out, and then they have the newer one, Sailor Moon Crystal, I believe, but they're drawn differently, and I just don't find that. Going back to my 80s cartoon video, I guess it's something when they redraw them, they're just, I don't know, it's just not like what you remember in your head. I don't know what goes on there, but they're drawn differently, and I would just prefer the original anime. But that's dealing with the moon. I just find all things, I'm even into astrology a little bit, but astrology, I think it's fun, but you can't take that too seriously. Now, everyone says when there's a full moon, this is going to happen if you're, Capricorn, and this is going to happen if you're Libra, this is going to happen if you're Leo. I don't really pay attention to all that stuff. I do think it's interesting, and I like to read it, but I don't follow it by heart, but all this stuff is interesting, and it's all deep rooted into from history, and so you got to give it a little bit of credit and a little bit of acknowledgement, but it's nice, it's cool, but like I said, I'm interested, but I'm not deep rooted, I guess would be the word. So if you didn't see last night, you could check it out, or we could. I don't know if Jason can share any pictures. I don't know if that's a. I'll ask him. He's not here right now, but he went to pick up my my meds at the pharmacy. So you guys have a nice afternoon. I'm sure we'll post again later. And I just wanted to say how pretty our view, our view, our solar system, our everything is just amazing, and it's wonderful, and you guys are amazing and wonderful too. So I love you. We'll talk to you later. Enjoy your afternoon, okay? Oh, I need to say we're 2 feet below. We are 2 feet below. Have a nice day.